Today, we're talking to people who took risks for love. My first guest, Broadway star, social media influencer, and my friend, Frankie Grande, who tried a three-person relationship known as a throuple in an attempt to find love and happiness. Before you judge, as I said, we're asking you did what for love? And that relationship didn't turn out to be where he found his forever. In fact, Frankie recently made headlines when he said his experience dating this couple in 2018 actually prepared him for the love of his life, his husband, Hale Leon Grande, who got married in May. Now, not only has he found the light of his love of his life, but he is lighting up the stage with his critically acclaimed new musical, Titanique. It is a retelling of the Titanic set to songs of Celine Dion. Can't wait to ask him. Please welcome someone I adore, Frankie Grande!
Thank you so much for having me. Oh my God, everybody! Wow! This is so exciting! A live audience!
A live audience!
Hi, everybody! Wow, y'all look so beautiful. We match. Look at us. She's wearing the same outfit as
He's
me.
twinning with the audience.
You look fierce.
I need to walk out the door every day. Our hair. You stole my hair.
I did. I stole your look. I'm so sorry.
Listen.
I'm so sorry, but you look gorgeous. And we are twinning, don't we? Look
We're
cute
twinning.
together?
Listen, I'm so happy you're here because
too.
this is the third time Frankie's been on the show, but the first time in person.
Yes, I know. Thank goodness.
It's crazy. Well, you look so wonderful. You have the glow of love.
I know. I do. It's nice. Love is good.
Love is great. So you just got back from a big extravaganza.
Yes, well, for my honeymoon. I just got back from my honeymoon, which was amazing. Yes, thank you so much. And you know, it was so wonderful because, you know, Hale and I got married in May on Star Wars Day. May the 4th be with you. And then I immediately came to work for Titanique.
Yeah.
So then it was long hours of rehearsals and then previews and then performances. And so, like, I really didn't get to spend much time with my new husband when we got married. So we took our honeymoon just now, and I tell you,
it was magical.
It was divine. It was divine to be together one-on-one again and just like alone, you know?
Yeah.
Because we had a COVID relationship.
You did. And
so
I remember when I started hearing rumblings that you had fallen in love.
I know.
I know.
It was like, he's off the market.
Well, he's
Boom.
done. Yeah, but it took,
cute.
as I said, this show is about, you know, you did what for love?
Right.
I opened the paper over the summer and it's like, Frankie Grande says having a throuple led him to love.
Right.
What?
I know. That's the best reaction of all time. You know, I've always been like the person that says yes to whatever comes into my life, you know? And I've never been afraid to take risks but I've been afraid to, you know, do something unconventional. That's kind of always been my brand. So when this relationship presented itself for me, I was like, you know what? Why not? Let's just try it. Let's go in. And, you know, it did not work. It was not something. I remember I was talking to Madonna, of all people.
That's
and
a name drop.
I know. Talking to the Queen, and she said to me, I told her about the throuple, and she literally said, well, that's not going to end well.
So listen, Madonna, who's done it all, warns you, but you still did it.
Yeah, so she said, yes, she did. She did. She said that, and I still did it. But, you know, it was interesting because they were married.
Yeah, I know.
So being in a relationship with a married couple, I actually got to observe some things about how marriage worked, and I realized I wanted to be married. Wow. I realized I wanted my own man, and I wanted a monogamous relationship with someone who was going to just love me. And I remembered the way that I felt in that relationship, and I also remember in that throuple, I remembered that I never wanted to feel like that again.
Right.
And so. Thank you.
Right, because it sounds like you said, you know, I don't want to be a part of something. I want to be in something.
I want to be in something. And you know what? I'm so grateful. I'm grateful to that relationship. You know, like my sister would say, like, I'm so beeping grateful for my ex. You know what I'm saying? So I'm very grateful for my relationship because I learned so much, and I learned what I wanted from something that I didn't want.
Now, is it true, speaking of your sister, who I love, who gave me the best compliment of my
She loves
career?
you. She
I
sends her
love your
love.
whole family, your grandma, everybody's
Mona sends her
fantastic.
love.
Oh, but Ariana gave you marriage advice because she had tied the knot. Is that true? She gave you love advice?
Well, I mean, she gives me every advice. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's my sister and she's my best friend, so we talk about everything. So it has been really nice now to have that common thread of like, she was married a year before I got married, and so it's now one more
Did
thing.
you ask her for advice? I know you learned from the throuple, but did you say to her, what's the one lesson or what? Because you're best friends.
I mean, I didn't ever blatantly say like, what's the one thing I need to know about, love or a relationship. But, just by being so close, like.
And watching her in love.
And watching her in love, we learn from each other. We learn from each other's experiences, and we talk about everything. We talk about mistakes. We talk about successes. We talk about failures. And so just having an open dialogue with, your sister, your best friend, like you learn, without having to sit down and have an interview.
Right, you're not interviewing your sister like I'm doing you.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Ariana, what's the one thing you learned about love? Tell me now.
You do a wonderful Tamron Hall, by the way. Coming up, though, what did Hale think of Frankie's Throuple? And we're going to talk about Titanique. Coming up, the one and only Frankie Grande, still with the team.
I had to escape. The city was sticky and cruel. Maybe I shouldn't have called you first, but I was dying to get to you. Whee! I was dreaming while I drove that long straight road ahead. Yes! To taste your sweet kisses, your arms open wide. This fever for you is burning me up inside.
Oh my gosh, we are back with Broadway and TV star Frankie Grande. That's Frankie's new musical, Titanique. I love this. Okay, because last time we talked over Zoom, you were telling me about this.
Yeah.
You envisioned the Titanic story to Celine Dion.
Yes, so.
Where does that form in one's mind?
You gotta ask Constantine, Marla, and Ty who wrote it. But it's as if Celine Dion was on the Titanic. She's recounting the story that as she remembers it, and we're using her music. It sounds so ridiculous, and you wanna know why? Because it is.
No, but it's so good. Look, I'm not kidding you. So I went to see, and I get it, because I went to see Celine Dion in Vegas a few years ago. I'm talking, Jesus wept.
Yeah.
I wept.
Me too.
I mean, it's like cascading diamonds in water, and then she hits the Titanic song.
It's unbelievable.
And everybody just faints.
Yep.
So you get goosebumps.
Yeah.
I know that she has to have heard of this.
Yes.
Come on. She's a great sport. Everyone
Yes.
knows her, of course, for her voice, but people who know her personally say she's so fun. This would be perfect for her to come.
I think she would love it so much. So I had the opportunity to swing out and watch the show last night, which I think every actor should be able to do. I tell you, I had such a feeling of joy. It is one of the funniest shows, and it is a huge love letter to Celine Dion. Our lead actress, Marla Mindell, I mark my words, she will win a Tony for this performance one day because she is so good.
Oh my gosh.
And
Now, Celine's manager so Celine's manager, agent, and publicist have all seen the show.
Yes.
So you're inching your way up.
Yes, exactly. We're inching our way up to Celine. And we're in a tiny, intimate off-Broadway space right now. We're selling out really well, which is amazing.
What would you do? You're selling out?
We're selling out.
Yay!
So get your tickets,
Get your
please.
tickets.
Get your tickets. But the goal is to graduate, right? Like, so we go from off-Broadway and eventually we're gonna be on Broadway. So maybe it won't be till Broadway opening night that we have Celine in the audience.
And if you look out and you saw Celine in the audience?
I would pass out. I would pass out. I would do what I did in her concert in Vegas like you did. I would just start weeping and forget what I'm doing on stage.
Oh, listen, we're going to speak that to existence. I just want her to surprise you on stage. I need to be there for that.
Oh my God. What is she doing right now? Celine Dion! Celine Dion! Oh, it didn't work.
Listen, a girl can dream, we can dream. I got to, don't you do that. Don't you do that to me. I got to get back, though, to the point of this show, which is you did what for love.
Right.
So you had this you did what for your wedding? You had a Star Wars thing. You mentioned that earlier.
Yes.
It was all of the, that's the wedding thing.
Yeah, there she is. Yeah, Star Wars wedding. Yeah.
Okay, so my ringtone is the soundtrack from Star Wars.
Yes!
Yes, the first movie I ever went to go see, 1977 Star Wars. I am in the family.
Chills.
So I didn't get an invitation.
I'm sorry, honey.
There's that.
That was
Well,
very
what made
small.
you want to? I mean, you are always out of the box. You're always unconventional.
Yes, I was always out of the closet. Thank you for bringing that up. No,
Out of the box is
No, I
thinking.
know. Yes, I always was. So actually, it was Hale's idea,
Really?
which was amazing because I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna marry a man who actually wants to get married on Star Wars Day. And it's just we're nerds, we're geeks. You know, gaming is something that brought us together, and our love of sci-fi. And
And
so,
he was cool with the throuple stuff, obviously. He
you know,
moved on past it.
so funny. He knew nothing about me prior to meeting me.
What?
Yes. So I actually found a man who did not know who I was, which was
What, is he in a
which was-
bubble?
I mean, yes, he lives in a gaming bubble. He's a gamer and a streamer.
Oh, wow.
And so like I had to educate him about many. Like I'm like, honey, well, do you I was like that time I was on Big Brother, and he's like, what? I'm like, oh.
He's like, you have a brother? I thought you had a sister. You're like, no, oh my
Let me show
gosh.
you some YouTube videos. So I didn't show him those YouTube videos, but he, so he doesn't really know much, but he obviously knows it
So
happened.
the love was a blank slate.
It was. Love was a
I
blank
love
slate.
that. I
No
love that.
preconceived notion, which is
All
great.
right. I want to give you a belated wedding gift for you and
what?
Hale, since you're a very serious Star Wars fan. Do we have our? I'm sure you have it.
Is this Celine Dion?
No, it's not. We have Grogu mugs, books, socks, shirts, games, and even your own lightsabers. And these are real. Feel how
They
heavy.
do. They've got some.
Oh, wait a minute. And by the way, uh-oh. And guess what? Oh, no. Our Tan Fam audience, you have not been left behind on the dark side. Shop Disney has the latest and greatest Star Wars merchandise for everyone and every fan, so you're all going home with a $100 Disney gift card. All right. May the Fourth always be with you. Frankie, congratulations. Titanique. The tickets are going fast. Go see it. Now playing at the Asylum Theater in New York until November 6th. And then we're speaking into existence on Broadway.